The full moon is a lunar phase in which the moon appears completely illuminated from Earth. A full moon occurs once a month when the Earth is perfectly positioned between the Sun and the Moon. The Moon's hemisphere facing Earth is completely illuminated. A full moon occurs when the Moon is fully illuminated as seen from Earth. This happens once a month. Around the time the Sun sets, the Moon rises. It does not necessarily last all night or all day because moon phases wax and wane. The full moon calendar includes exact dates and even times, in Coordinated Universal Time. The full moon is not the best time to observe the moon because its usual shadows are absent, and the bright reflection outshines the brightness of the stars. A supermoon occurs when a full moon, or new moon, is closer to Earth than usual, nearly coincident with perigee. The perigee is the closest point in the Moon's orbit to Earth. On December 12, 2008, March 19, 2011, and November 14, 2016, there was a full supermoon. A lunar eclipse occurs when the Moon passes through the Earth's shadow. The Moon may appear reddish during a lunar eclipse due to refraction of sunlight and Rayleigh scattering of blue wavelengths. A lunar eclipse occurs only when the full moon is near the Moon's ascending or descending node of orbit. A lunar eclipse occurs about every 6 months, usually 2 weeks before or after a solar eclipse. A full moon occurs once a month on average, but a second full moon in a month is known as a blue moon. A blue moon is also the third of 4 full moons in one season between the solstice and the equinox. The term blue moon was first used in the 16th century, but it became popular in the United States after the Farmer's Almanac was published in 1818. Month names were traditionally derived from moon names. This practice changed when the Julian calendar was introduced during the Roman Empire. Full moons have earned new monikers such as blue moon and supermoon. A full moon during a lunar eclipse is also known as a blood moon due to its reddish appearance on the moon's near side. A full moon in the summer or autumn is referred to as a harvest moon or a hunter's moon. During the late summer and autumn in the northern hemisphere, a full moon is known as a harvest moon or a hunter's moon. The full moon closest to the autumnal equinox is known as the harvest moon. A harvest moon occurs in September on average. The full moon following the harvest moon is known as a hunter's moon. It usually takes place in October. Some full moon myths include its association with insanity and insomnia, the inability to sleep. Insanity associated with the full moon is referred to as lunacy. A lunatic is someone who is affected by lunacy. Another folktale holds that during a full moon, a person can supernaturally transform into a wild creature such as a wolf. Lycanthropy is the name given to this supernatural folktale. Because of the bright moonlight from a full moon, some animals can see and communicate more easily. During a full moon, the eagle owl communicates through its white feathers. Predators have a difficult time finding prey to hunt because prey animals hide due to the bright environment. Certain sea turtle species wait for the full moon to lay their eggs. Because the tide is higher during a full moon, the eggs will be carried further along the shore. According to some studies, the full moon can have a negative impact on a person's mood if they are sensitive to the moon's gravitational pull. According to one study, a full moon has an effect on sleep as well. It either resulted in poor sleep quality or a lack of sleep. A full moon has long been associated with manic activity, even among professionals. In the 5th century BCE, Hippocrates described the lunatic myth, writing, "One who is seized with terror, fright, and madness during the night is being visited by the goddess of the moon." People in England in the 18th century could use the full moon as an excuse to commit a crime such as murder on the grounds of insanity.